How you guys doing? Josh here with Ohio Fish Rescue. We are down here in beautiful Naples, Florida. We are here visiting my friend Victor. So let's go check out and see what he's done this year. All right, so walking into this place, you have this massive koi pond. Well, down here in Florida, it's not really too cold water, but he's got some beautiful koi and barbs in here. You can just see the mass amounts of koi. There's the giant Siamese big head carp there. He's got some sturgeons. Oh, those are some massive beasts. You've got ballast sharks and tinfoil barbs. Oh man, that one. Beautiful big head carp. Oh, we've got the cigar barbs, or the cigar shark. You got some Probarbus labia major down the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful fish. We've got the albino Lucio barbus in here as well. Beautiful, beautiful fish. He is getting ready to feed these guys. So we are waiting on food, and we can show you guys just a little bit of a feed video. But if you check this out back here, look at all of them pumps. There is 10 pumps hooked up to 2-inch PVC right in this corner that is powering this pond. That is just massive amounts of water movement there. Oh, look at the Phoenix barbs. Man, them cigar sharks are huge. Oh, you've got some Messiers in there as well. Look at them back there. So you can tell I definitely am a fish guy. I'm, you know, drooling at the mouth over our buddy Victor's fish. But he had built this pond out of acrylic shards that he, or sheets that he drove into the ground. And he actually made this pond, and then he made this cement patio out here for everyone to enjoy. We've got my man Will Star over here filming the behind the scenes. Hey buddy. So yes, I just wanted to give you guys a nice look at this pond. Look at the amount of water coming back in through that filtration system. That is just a heinous amount of water. I would not like to see his electric bill, but you know what? We have the same problem. Right here we have the man himself, Victor. How you doing, bud? It's been a long time since we've been down here. Always love seeing all the upgrades. I love what you've done with this place, and thank you. My God, them cigar sharks are massive. But I'm pretty sure I say that every time I'm here. All your fish are just massive and healthy. But he's got some food in his hands. He said he was going to feed these guys. Okay. So he's trained the koi to come over here. He stomps, he throws in food, and they come running. Like a little feeding frenzy down here. As you can see, his pond is not overstocked whatsoever. They are all bunched over on this side, but the rest of the tank has nothing in it because they're all over here trying to get some food. So I just wanted to point that out before some of you guys say something about it. Oh, look at that Indo-tarpon. Still finding more and more fish. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have just beyond these doors. So I was in fact told that there was another guy hiding in this pond that I was waiting to see. I thought he was inside, but nope, I was wrong. This is a albino European Wells catfish, and he looks to be just over 4 foot. Do you have a 4 feet? Okay, so about 4 foot. This is a beast of a catfish, one that I wish. He's 5 years old. This is one I wish I could have up at the rescue, but sadly they are legal up there. He is completely legal down here, so for those of you that are worried about it, that might say something, have no fear. He is legal.
He is legal by the state law, but federally he's still banned everywhere.
Gotcha.
Federal ban went in 2016.
Well, I wish I would have brought my GoPro now. I would have jumped in the water with them. Alright, so before we go in, you can see this is the filtration system for some of the tanks inside. Just a massive reservoir. You see this chamber here. Nothing but just water pumping and moving. This is actually all his biomedia in here. So you walk in this room, first thing you see is this crazy contraption of a tank. If you guys check out his YouTube channel, Fish Story DIY Aquarium and Rescue, you will see him bringing this tank to life. He found it on Craigslist, and slowly but surely, given enough time, he made this bottom, he formed it, so he joined these two tanks together. He pretty much cut a hole right in the side of this tank, cut the end off of this tank, and then he made this bottom to mold it, and he used heat and bent this acrylic to shape the bottom, and then he used acrylic joiners and he screwed this together, and he made two tanks into one. Now this is a 1,800 gallon tank with one of the largest Megalodorus or weenies I've ever seen. There's a lot of hidden monsters around this place that you guys are going to see. Look at the size of this tigrinus. There goes my hand next to him. My lord, just some big, beautiful fish. You've got black ear pangasius. You've got silver dollars in here. He's got flagtails. Look at that. He's even got lima shovel nose. But there are 6 of the big tigrinus cats in here that are hiding. He's got a bunch of eels in here. Black spotted, looks like. Tire tracks.
One tire track.
There we go. He's even got Jack Dempsey's. Look at that. Even the small fish get love around here. Alright, so continually walking down the aisle.
Waikiki. That's the boss of this tank. Waikiki, right?
You have,
right here.
there we go. That is the
Black
wiki, the black devil catfish.
A Waikiki. I call it Waikiki.
That is the one that used to bite your hand, is it
Yes.
not?
If you stick it in there, in 240. He relaxed a lot here in the 450.
Awesome.
4500.
So if you guys see, these are two dual matching 4500s. If you guys watched the previous tours, you guys would know this. Or if you guys follow Victor on YouTube, you would surely know this. But you can see there is just a huge variety of fish in here. You've got the Liarius pictus here. You've got, of course, your lovely giraffe cats.
2 Congo ones. Wite. Alcanaglanis Wite. Congo. River Congo.
Beautiful fish. He's got a huge tilapia up here.
It's a blue tilapia, yeah.
And of course he's got peacock bass, which are pretty massive. He's got a beautiful red-tailed gourami. Look at his fins, they are all fired up. Now normally you don't see red-tailed gouramis this big. This guy's, you know, at the 2-foot mark. But look at those little tentacles off his bottom. They're just so long, nobody's butt biting them off, so.
Hexadone. You see the teeth on the outside?
Yep.
Hexadone gourami. Elephant ear.
He's got all different kinds of stuff in here. Elephant ear gourami. I don't know if you can see the teeth on camera. There you go. Beautiful gourami. Of course, he's got a albino gourami, giant gourami. He's got a smaller guy back there, a green gourami. Where'd he go? There he is. He's hiding. Bam. This is, look at, I can't get my hand over there. It's too far away. I was trying to show you the size on some of these bass. Of course, he's got a
2 feet.
variety of different gar in here. And this arowana, beautiful arowana. Definitely one of the larger ones I've seen. I don't have one this big at the rescue. Close, but not quite. But you can tell these guys are just old and they've lived in a large tank all their life to be able to reach this size. I'm gonna get my hand up next to him. Oh, I scared him.
He's about 7 years old. Alpha.
7 years old. Man, what it means to have fish in a large tank and to see them reach their true potential. That is just awesome. Now I was kind of thinking of doing the same thing with our Hembargus wiki eye, as you call it. we were gonna move him into a community. He's about 20 inches now, but he's super aggressive. So we were gonna, yep.
He'll relax. The bigger the tank, I mean, at the beginning he gave some problems, a lot more problems, but then it subsided. He still keeps his area clean, especially at night.
Gotcha.
But nothing like it would happen in a small tank. In a small tank, he would not tolerate any fish.
He's got some more Messiers out here. Clown knives, of course. He's got a little bit of everything. Big old Pangasius ID shark. And of course, cold water channel cat gets love. Alright, are you guys ready to move on to the next massive tank? I know I am. This is one of my favorites. Every time I come here, this tank just wows me. The size of these red tails, that Paraíba catfish back there. This is a true Suriname Paraíba catfish, and he is just about 4.5 feet long. But you just don't appreciate the size of some of these cats until you see them in person. Just massive beauties. He's got a whitewater leary back there. He's got the sporadic catfish, which you don't normally see too often in the aquarium hobby. They're very hard to get to such a large size, as they are known for killing themselves at smaller sizes, under 15 inches or so. But he's done a great job, and he's grown out not one, but a few. And of course down here, my absolute favorite, besides the albino whales, is the Zingaro, or the Jow catfish, or the gilded catfish. That's something we do not have ourselves that we can have. They're just super hard to find. And these guys are the kings of the Amazon, along with the pet Paraíba. But if I had to pick one, I'd definitely say this guy. They are very, very aggressive, and they have the attitude to match it.
Josh has a soft spot for problem fish.
Yes, I do. I have a soft spot for big, mean catfish. That is my forte. Of course, he's got a big, huge pacu. Definitely about the size of Betty. If I had to guess, she's probably around 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Big old fish. Definitely, we had one of our big 44-inch hybrids pass, and he was 46 pounds. So he was about his size right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can just appreciate some of the pure size and girth on some of these fish, especially this red tail. He can fit a whole basketball in his stomach, and you probably wouldn't even realize it.
He tries to, or she. I think it's a she. The two biggest one are males. That's females. That's a male. My hypothesis is this is a smaller one, and this smaller one are two males, and the two bigger ones are females over there. That's the alpha, and the one you were admiring is the beta. Slightly smaller. This is alpha, the biggest red tail we got.
Just massive cats. And then hiding in that back corner is he looks a little bit over 2 foot jelly catfish. Now that thing pretty much has a mouth wider than its body. If it can fit it in its mouth, it's gone. So if I own this fish, I would be a little concerned about even that big Temensis up there. But it looks like they are fed well, so I don't think he's going on any hunting sprees.
Right.
But you've got, what was that, one Temensis back there?
One, yeah.
It's kind of hard to see with all these bodies swimming in front of you. But beautiful fish. He does have another tilapia hiding in the back there.
That's a Nile tilapia or a hybrid, not sure.
And then of course he's got a couple Peroon sharks. Now these guys can get large and they can get nasty. We have some in the 58,000 monster pond, and you would not believe the size fish that they can fit in their mouth and swallow whole. You would not think it, but these guys have, just the speed and agility to move faster than pretty much anything in the water, and they are true predators out from where they come over in Asia. So nothing to mess with. I do believe no normal hobbyist should own this fish. They are just too fast, growing too fast, too quick and too much aggression.
Unpredictable, yeah, and they're open water pursue kind of predator.
Yep.
So they just like piraiba.
And of course, you've got a tambiki up there, a true black pacu. All right, so you guys seen these two 4,500 gallon tanks. Now he has a crazy plan that he's going to upgrade these guys. So let's go and take a look.
You work with him or you do it as a...
Okay, so walking through here, we will get to the smaller tanks in just a minute. But right here, this is a tank that he is building. This is a 10,000 gallon. He lined it with 3/8 inch thick acrylic panels, and he is actually working on gluing all the seams now. That's why you see all these cinder blocks in here. So that's actually weighting down the seams, and he is searching now for the glass front panels. So what are the dimensions on this tank?
16 by 18 by 5.5.
16 by 18 by 5.5. 10,000 gallons. So all them fish you just seen in that last 4,500?
I'm 6'3".
Yep.
So.
There you go. He's 6'3" and he's standing up in his tank. Avid fish lover like ourselves, and he just keeps on growing and expanding. That's why I love to come down here and visit anytime I'm in Florida, because you know he's got stuff that I don't have, or he has stuff that I can't have, and I love seeing his growth and progress. And you know, I like to stand behind his mission and support what he does as well. So if you guys did not know or did not catch it earlier in the video, he does have a YouTube channel, Fish Story, DIY, Public Aquarium, and Rescue. So go ahead and check that out. Now let's go ahead and move on to the smaller tanks. I say small, but these are still actually really, really large. So in this tank here, we've got a bunch of smaller messiers. Of course, he's got a common pleco. He's got a weak sea bicher. He's got a regular Senegalis. Little pictus cats. You gotta have the love for the smaller fish as well. You got a whole school of them. Some silver dollars in there. And what are these catfish over here in the corner?
They're ornate pim catfish. Pimelotus arowanas.
And this little guy right here?
That's from the wild, the hoplo cat. This is, I don't know if it's literale or not, but Hoplosternum literale, I'm guessing. I'm not sure about the species.
Is that a pink Chelsea up there?
Yes, it is. Yeah, and the jewel cichlid. That's from the outside. I got it out of the mud. It was almost dried up.
See, look, he saves them all. All right, then over here in the next tank.
The jerk number.
Yeah, you name it.
Real
These
jerk.
guys are definitely
he's
ferocious.
in the timeout. He was in the big tank. Just yesterday, he was in the 4,500 gallon.
This is a Disticatus lusoso.
No,
Or
Sex
Sex fasciatus. Well, the Soso's over there in that tank. I knew you had both of them.
He was biting the hell out of the Timensis and the tilapia, and that's why he's here now.
Surprisingly, we have one in the 58,000, and he's not...
Slightly bigger. The bigger the better, you know what they say.
Yeah, I try and tell people that all the time, but
Males
you know,
with aggression, they have to get away from each other.
Yeah. Over here we have a beautiful Midas cichlid, along with... His name is Aiton?
Aiton.
Gotcha.
He had a different name, but I just like the word, so I took the S out.
Gotcha.
He was Satan, but now he became Aiton.
Beautiful fish.
Beautiful.
Coming over here to yet another tank. Of course, you've got another Paraiba catfish. This is the Capipredum, if I said that correctly. I don't always get the pronunciations right. And then we have the lemon barb. Absolutely love those guys. And back there is a yellow cheek. And of course, another common pleco. Moving down to this tank. Look at that. More common plecos. Lots of love around here. He's got this is a Dorado catfish. And then down here we've got what, a woodcat?
Yep, Colombian woodcat, Galeatus.
And then we've got a starry night cichlid
Yeah.
in the back. That a bleaker eye? Or is that
I think
the
so. Heterotilapia bleaker eye.
There we go. I'm good, but I might, get a few wrong here and there.
Well, English is your first language, not mine, so you should do better.
And over here is a dove eye.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful blue coloring on them. Definitely a beautiful fish. Glad to see a couple of them here. Okay, so yet again another massive tank. He's got a bunch more of the lima shovel nose in here. He's got jaguar cichlid, a little Florida gar, and of course common pleco. Get lots of love. More plecos in here. What is this fish? I actually don't know what that is, and I'm not scared to admit it.
Small scale mud carp.
Small scale mud carp.
Yes.
Okay. And back there we have, I can't even see what that is. So if you guys don't know, I'm standing behind the gate getting the camera over to you so you guys can have a great look at it.
There is a yellow bullhead in the back and a snail bullhead in the front.
Gotcha. And over on this left side you can see we're going past his workstation because he's working on this massive tank right behind us. But he's got his South American lungfish. Now, surprisingly, these are some of the most aggressive lungfish that I've come by. I have large Africans and all the different subspecies of Africans. I've had the Australian, but for some reason, these guys right here are the ones that are known for doing the most damage.
The non-Tanzania, the smaller fish?
Anything. Small fish in particularly, and other lungfish.
That goes against what the prior owner told me about this one, and against what I've read. It goes to show you that there's so much unpredictable things happen in our hobby that a lot of it is by trial and error.
I mean, hey, you can go on the internet and look up a certain fish, and it says, hey, it only gets up to 10 inches max. Well, I have one back there that's 22. Right. It just goes to show, like you said, all this is trial and error. But that is just my opinion on this fish. But I could be wrong, and I could have just gotten a few bad apples. But it happens. All right, let's walk around this other side. Now, over here, we are getting in the dark back alley of all the fish that are very big meanies, like this guy right here. This is the labio black shark. And these guys can get big and very aggressive. They are known as for biting eyes and fin nipping. They'll bite scales off of fish, and if they don't look like you, he's gonna do some damage. Look at them teeth on him. My God. I used to have one that was just over 20 inches, and he did some damage. He's got another one over here.
It's a purple label.
And he's got some leporanus over here, along with a bunch of African cichlids.
Ghana berry.
Those guys are mean too.
Dolphin head barb, yes.
Those are definitely one of the meanest barbs that I've come by. I had 3 of them.
You had a berry? You had 3 berries?
Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, I looked at them, I'm like, I love these fish. They look so cool. And then I got them. And then they started killing stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want these things no more. And then 3 turned into 1, and then 1 slowly perished. We've got a upside down catfish right here.
Yeah, Mr. Lucafassus.
He's just a plethora of knowledge on his own fish. I can come to his fish room, and I don't know all the scientific names because there's fish here that I don't even know what they are. But, a man in his fish room, he knows every single fish that comes in. Just like us at our facility, I can tell you pretty much every single thing that we own. Besides all the African cichlids, all right? Don't call me out on that. Okay, so as I was progressing along the tour here, I was actually mistaken. These are not sturgeons. These are actually beluga sturgeons that can grow to be over 27 feet long and 200 years old. You can look up here. You can see where they were donated by. And he has this hanging for everyone who comes in to see. Just some beautiful, beautiful sturgeon. That's something I would love to own, but I don't even think I have a pond big enough for him. All right, we are walking out back to one of his natural ponds. So what kind of fish inhabit the pond?
Walking catfish, tilapia of any kind. There's a bunch of gambusia and the mosquito fish.
Okay.
Mayan cichlid, of course, that's ubiquitous. It's everywhere.
Oh, this is beautiful. I've been here how many times and I haven't seen this before? And I heard there's also anacondas and a huge alligator you have to watch out for.
No anacondas, maybe a python. He usually basks in that spot, bare spot by the cypress.
Gotcha. We can't see him right now. He's probably hiding, but he said there is a 12-foot American alligator that inhabits this pond.
Yeah. They come and go. I mean, they never stay for a long time, but
Gotcha.
he's been here for about 2 months, which is very unusual.
Well, this is a beautiful pond. You know, if I were you, I would make that a waterfall up there.
It is a waterfall.
Oh, it is?
It is, yeah.
Oh, see? Look.
Can't afford to run it 24/7.
Gotcha.
It takes 7 horsepower. There are two and three pumps. 7 horsepower altogether.
I was showing them your filtration inside, and it's a lot. People don't understand the amount of power it takes to run a place like this.
Electric bill is about $1,200 a month, and 80% of it goes towards the filtration, towards the pumps.
Crazy. Well, I appreciate you letting us come in and tour your facility. Once again, I always look forward to when we come back next time.
My pleasure always to have you guys here. You're my big brothers, as I always say.
Well, you are a rescue down here in Florida. We love to do support. You do a fantastic job here. So I only wish the best, and I can't wait to come back and see what kind of crazy projects you have going next time.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, he's not coming out.
There you go. There's the gator. Oh. Zoom in a little bit more for you guys. You can just see his eyes poking up and out. We'll definitely have to be careful back here around the pond. Alright, so last but not least, I want to ask this man about his pump. So you see me talking about it. There's 5 in each row, so there's 10 total. Right by that awesome Chinese wells that I'd love to take home. But what kind of pumps are these?
These are not that. These are Pro Eco.
Okay, so these are
everything
Pro
else
pumps?
is aquascape.
Okay.
These are Pro Eco. This is 6600.
So everything else is ran on aquascape pumps?
Yes. So 4 and 4.
Awesome.
And 2, 10, and 3. And then you can see them there.
Look at that. Everywhere you go, you see
3 aquascapes.
Greg Whitstock and Aquascape's pumps just laying everywhere. That is awesome. I thought that was a neat bit of information that I'd love to share with all of you guys. So our man Victor down here is using Aquascape pumps. It's just swamp area.
Just gorgeous.
I want a gator in my backyard. Alright guys, so this concludes, it might be a 1 or 2 part video, I'm not sure yet, but this concludes the tour for Fish Story Aquarium. Will, what was your impression of that place?
Speechless. And you guys know me, it's just amazing.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys want to see more crazy adventures with the Ohio Fish Rescue, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay fishy, my friends.